has a boyfriend.
Dad.
What?
I don't have a crush on him or anything.
That's not what I hear.
Kristen has a boyfriend. Kristen has a boyfriend.
Aaron, I think you and I know that Kristen's too young to start liking boys yet.
I would never like boys.
Good.
Honey, at some point you might just change your mind about that.
He's just a good kickball player. I like kickball, not boys.
Okay, I suppose it's a good thing that we don't have to worry about you dating yet.
I won't ever.
Good.
Honey, we can talk about this a little bit later. When it's just the two of us, we'll have some girl talk, okay? In the meantime, don't you have some homework you need to do, ladies?
Oh, Mother.
I do.
Don't you owe Mother me. We'll talk when you're finished. March upstairs right now. If you need any help with anything, honey.
Ask, Dad. I know already.
Oh.
Honestly, honey, I wish you wouldn't encourage that attitude
Oh,
of hers.
honey. I think she knows I'm just kidding. And I think she knows that someday her view about boys is going to change.
And I think you are dreading that day.
Well, I don't know if dread's the right word, but I certainly do have my concerns.
I know you do. And so do I.
You do? Well, you're always so level-headed and down-to-earth about everything. What are you worried about?
Well, dating boys, liking boys, it's not at all like it was when we were kids.
I'm sure it isn't. I mean, these days, there's so much more for a parent to worry about. And kids, they're so much more sophisticated at such a younger age. I mean, when I was 3 years older than Kristen, I still didn't have an interest in girls.
I'm glad you got over that, you big hunk of man, you.
Me too. Well, I can sure wait, though, till Kristen hits that age. At some point, we're going to have the talk with her.
I know, and when that day comes, I will be ready.
Will you?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Quite.
Okay, miss, I know exactly what I'm doing at all times. How do you intend to broach the really tough subjects?
Like what?
How about HIV and AIDS?
Well, I will just... Who wrote this? I will just look her straight in the eye and I will say, honey, life is not bonbons and roses and you better take care of yourself because no one else is going to.
Okay, hon.
What a bunch of junk.
Cut!
I repeat, what a bunch of junk. For instance, take that boom mic and put it somewhere else.
Well, this is not the easiest subject to write about, especially in this format.
Brady's right. Am I supposed to be June Cleaver talking about AIDS? Once again, this is not my fault.
Jennifer, you were wonderful as usual, but this script, I'm sorry, is not up to your talent.
Mr. Lewis, I know that you are the owner of this station, and what you say goes.
You got that right.
But quite frankly, this is not the time or the place for this type of input.
You know I had reservations about this show right from the beginning, and the only reason I agreed to sign on with it was because it was my son's dying wish to do it.
And we have tried to respect his vision for the Mecklenburgers.
And we still think we can make an informative and entertaining show about county government. But we're charting new ground here.
Do I hear violins here? Violins don't pay the bills around here. They don't pay the salaries either. Now, you either fix it or I will, my way.
We're the Mecklenburgers.
Hi, I'm India Lucas for Mecklenburg Matters. Nothing says fun quite as well as kids and water. Ray's Splash Planet, a one-of-a-kind water park run by the County Park and Recreation Department, was created with fun in mind. The Splash Planet holds 120,000 gallons of water, with the Blue Comet being the feature ride, a double figure-8 slide into the refreshing water below. The Splash Planet has become a regional attraction since it opened 2 years ago. It is the location for children's birthday parties and offers special theme celebrations for select holidays. Mom or Dad can keep an eye on the kids from a state-of-the-art fitness center that overlooks the water park. There's plenty of cardio, resistance, and free weights to keep adults occupied and healthy. You can take a virtual tour of Ray's Splash Planet and get information about hours, food, and other special events by going to www.themecklenburgers.org.
And I have an idea. I've been thinking. I propose that we do a show that centers on the mom character. And we could call it the Trish episode. And people will watch this. We would advertise it as the television event of the year.
If you want a Trish episode, why don't you try a deeper voice?
There's nothing wrong with my voice. People adore my voice. It's melodic.
That's the problem. Make it fun. Sultry.
This is county government television.
Right, that's exactly what it needs.
We've got a whole show to rewrite.
You know what? We wouldn't be in this mess if Jerry were here. He knew what he was doing. Don't look at me like that. It's not my fault that he just died. Right there in his office, his heart couldn't take the strain of this.
People, I want you to meet your new station manager. Dennis, come on in, have a seat. Meet your people.
What's going on, Mr. Lewis? I thought I was next in line for that position.
Yes, Ann, you're the best producer I've ever had. Done a fine job filling in as station manager. But of course, you know, drastic times call for drastic measures, and there's no loyalty like family loyalty. And Dennis, I want to introduce you first, the beautiful and talented Jennifer, our star.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Dennis.
And this is Ann. She's the writer, producer, and director. Well, the rest of you just sort of, I guess, go around the table and introduce yourselves.
I'm Drac, man. I'm the editor.
You can call me either Nicholas or Nick. Oh, when I'm doing lighting, call me Nicholas. When I'm doing sound, call me Nick. Yeah, you can remember it because sound has one syllable and so does Nick. Otherwise, call me Nicholas. You got it?
Ronnie, camera woman.
Fine, fine. Enough of the fluff. We'll introduce you to the rest of the staff and the crew later. Dennis, I want to see a rewrite of the Mecklenburgers script on my desk first thing tomorrow morning. Bye, Jennifer.
So what did he mean by family loyalty?
Brady's my father.
You gotta be kidding me.
Is it lunchtime already?
I got some editing to finish.
Well, I, Dennis, for one, am very excited that you are here. By the way, I play Trish. She's the mom. I'm sure that Brady told you he and I are good friends, and I am looking forward to working with you as well.
I think you all have some work to do. Dennis and I need to have a little talk.
All right, we'll chat later.
Welcome aboard, sunshine.
You know you took Ann's promotion, right?
What he said.
Mecklenburgers.
Ray's Splash Planet is Charlotte's new indoor water park and fitness center. With tube slides, tumble buckets, lazy river, and other great features, now is the perfect time to enjoy the year-round family fun.
Come join the fun at Ray's Splash Planet. Call 704-432-4RAY.
It was Jerry's vision to create the Mecklenburgers, a show to help Mecklenburg residents understand county government. He was trying to be a little bit different and a little bit creative and maybe just a little controversial. And I've been doing everything I could to keep his dream alive. Now, here's your office. Are you okay?
Is this where,
Yes, he died at his desk. His last words were, "Save the Mecklenburgers."
Oh.
Drac thinks the show killed him. Too much stress trying to please your father.
Hi, guys. Oh, Dennis. Fix, is that your office? You are a brave man to work in there. I think it's kind of creepy, but listen, they did clean it for you, so if either of you need anything, you just let me know, okay? Toodles.
Actually, we did pack up some of Jerry's things. They're in a box right beside his desk. There's also some stuff in his file cabinet. You might want to go through it to see if there's anything you want to keep.
And wait. I don't want to step on any toes. I just want to do the best job I can and fit in. I know I'm green, but I do have a degree.
Well, I have 15 years experience. So let's just say we're even.
You're trying to be funny, right?
Well, we'll see if anybody's laughing tomorrow morning if we don't have a script. Actually, I'm more afraid of what Brady will do next than I am angry about you being here. Truth be told, we probably can use all the help we can get.
I guess that's a beginning.
Or the beginning of the end.
Ooh, it's cold in here. Fix thermostat.
Why do we even need a new boss?
Well, I guess Brady realizes that I'm doing at least 3 jobs: writing, producing, directing, and managing the station. Frankly, it probably is too much to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
So we have to do what he says. Does anybody know what his background is? I mean, he seems a little young to be running a TV station, especially ours.
Well, I, for one, welcome the change. I think he's more than capable.
Well, kumbaya, little brown noser.
Excuse me?
Ronnie.
Sorry. Out of line. Sorry.
Look, guys, I know this may seem like an imposition, but we can do this despite Dennis. We are all professionals.
If I may point something out, despite what you may think about Dennis and how you may wish to treat him, he is your boss. As such, your only choice other than to walk away is to accept him. His background, experience, and age are immaterial.
I seriously think you need to grow down.
How old are you again?
Speaking of Dennis, has anyone seen him?
Hey, somebody should check his office.
Yeah, maybe he keeled over too.
Oh, I'll go. Honestly, people.
I'm glad someone here is mature enough to handle this.
People, let's get serious. We've got a deadline and no script. Now, what do we know about HIV, AIDS, and syphilis in Mecklenburg County?
Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is that syphilis rates have been dropping for the past 2 years. And the bad news is that more and more people are getting HIV, AIDS every year in Mecklenburg County since the year 2000. There were 400 new cases reported in 2003, and Mecklenburg has the most cases in North Carolina. It's pretty sad. In fact, our number of cases has increased by more than 70% since 2001, 40% of that in just the last year alone.
Hey, sounds like somebody been studying.
Well, actually, I have a personal interest in this because my brother has AIDS. He didn't know, and really neither did our family. Anyway, we didn't even know how big of a problem it is in Mecklenburg County.
People used to think AIDS was pretty rare or didn't affect them. But listen to these facts. No one is immune. Black people, African Americans, we make up the largest percentage of people infected. That's right. 77% of all cases reported since the early 80s are among African Americans. And while men suffer more from the disease, one third of all new cases are among women.
Yep. Did you know that there's also an increase in cases with people over 50?
Rate's so high.
Well, actually, there are a few reasons, but probably the most important one is that people still think that the risk is so low.
Well, it makes people uncomfortable to talk about how people get AIDS. We don't know what the most common exposure is to the disease in Mecklenburg County, but we do know that the leading causes of this disease are unprotected sex and sharing needles.
Well, what about testing? I mean, people need to get tested, don't they?
Well, Mecklenburg County offers testing free of charge. But the problem is trying to communicate the risk and the options. And in some cases, there are language barriers. And then there's some people that really just can't afford to take a bus to a testing site. And that's assuming that they even know that such sites exist.
I see.
How much is this costing?
Well, according to this report, medication for HIV averages around $13,000 per person per year. And the estimated lifetime cost of care for a person who has HIV is $195,000. Multiply that times that 2,900 plus people estimated to be living with HIV in Mecklenburg County. And we get a total figure that's absolutely staggering.
Well, who pays?
We all pay. We pay through our taxes. We pay through our health insurance costs.
What's going on? We having a meeting?
We're having a meeting.
We're trying to figure out how to make HIV, AIDS, and syphilis real for the average Mecklenburg County resident.
Well, that sounds simple enough.
You don't have a brother dying because he didn't know enough to protect himself or how to get tested.
But it's not just about protecting yourself. It's about changing behavior. I'm sorry about your brother, Ronnie, but somehow he put himself at risk. I mean, most people get syphilis and HIV and AIDS from having sex with somebody they shouldn't be having sex with, or taking drugs with a dirty needle.
Well, yeah, but what about my next door neighbor? She got it from her husband. She was monogamous and she wasn't using drugs, so...
Yeah, so he was the guilty one.
Guys, it's not about assigning guilt or innocence. This is about preventing diseases from spreading.
Let's take a breath, people. Now, I know we have some differences of opinion, but we really need to settle on an answer here.
Let's ask Dennis. After all, he's the boss.
Well, I think we just need to educate people more. Huh?
Well, what's the most effective approach, man?
Yeah, is this a moral issue or do we need to be more practical?
In places where the message has been to abstain from sex before marriage and to stay monogamous in marriage, the rate of HIV and AIDS has gone down. Isn't that the answer?
Doesn't that ignore the reality that some people just aren't going to listen to that message? What's the answer then?
How about the message of early testing as a strategy to prevent the spread of the disease? Now, studies have shown that education and testing were the keys to helping to lower the syphilis rates in Mecklenburg County. What if we focused on that for this HIV/AIDS show?
This is hopeless. I do not see a role for a mom in any of this. I can't be talking about this stuff while I'm wearing pearls. I'm going to go talk to Brady about doing another show.
Oh, Jennifer, we can't give up. Now, just wait a minute.
Is it dinner time already? Who wants food?
I'm in.
I'm going home.
Need a ride?
Well, wait. What about the script?
You're the boss. Good luck coming up with the answer.
The Mecklenburg County Alcoholic Beverage Control Board, or ABC Board, regulates the distribution and sale of liquor in our county. You may be familiar with the ABC retail stores in the area, but there's much more going on behind the scenes. A large portion of the profits from liquor sales, over 47%, is given to the county, the city of Charlotte, and the library. More than $1 million is given to law enforcement agencies to enforce state laws and make customers feel safe. And more than $2 million is given in grants to help with education programs aimed at people in a high-risk category for abusing alcohol. The Mecklenburg County ABC Board is self-sufficient. No state or local taxes are used to support the program, but the board gives a lot back to the community. To find out more about what the ABC Board does for you, go to www.themecklenburgers.org. I'm India Lucas for Mecklenburg Matters.
This is harder than I thought. What is the answer? More coffee. More coffee. Oh. Ah! What the? You are the answer. 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 That's it. You are the answer.
Good morning! How is everyone today? It's a beautiful day today. I'm having one of my special feelings. I have a feeling that something really big is going to happen to moi. And you know when I get one of my special feelings, they are never wrong.
Unfortunately, you might be right.
It's my fault. I'm the writer. And I woulda if I coulda. And I guess I shoulda.
And it's not your fault we don't have a script. I was the one who was wasting all that time yesterday playing defense. And I'm sorry, everybody. I just got a little too involved.
What? We don't have a script? Someone's going to get a spanking.
Not again. What?
I better go tell Brady that I, for one, had absolutely nothing to do with this mess.
Pucker up.
Hey, guys, listen, I want to tell you.
Trust me, Dennis, this is not time for a pep talk.
Oh, no, wait, it's not like that. I want to let you know about the script. I finished the script. I just gave it to Brady. He's reading it right now. And I gotta say, I think it's pretty good.
What? You rewrote the script?
I have never seen Brady so happy. It's amazing. So happy. He loves the script. Dennis, I knew you could do it.
Great. We do all the work, he gets all the credit.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
So it's all about you, huh, Dennis? And just when I was thinking I was about to start liking you.
Glory hog.
Hogging the glory.
Oh, wait, let me explain.
This is magic. It's the best script I've seen in a long time. I mean, it has everything. It's ethos, pathos, even commercials. Makes you think, makes you laugh. I'm telling you, it is outstanding. Makes me want to sing Happy Days Are Here Again. Dennis, you are to be congratulated for having the best staff assembled in television. Everyone's name is on this script, even yours, Nicholas Nick. I'm telling you, it is wonderful. What a team. Everyone contributing. Keep up the good work, folks. Oh, Dennis, by the way, try not to screw up anything. Happy days are here again.
Dennis, you put all of our names on that script.
Wow, man. You could have scored all the credit.
Each of us wrote that story. And we all contributed in our own way with our own perspective. Each one of us had an answer, and each answer was right. Look, the Mecklenburgers is never going to succeed unless we all work together. A collective solution to the problems, not just individual needs and wants. Look, we sink or swim as one, and we're all connected by our overall purpose, right?
But what about the direction for the script? What's the message? What's the answer?
Each of us is the answer. We have to take responsibility for the problem, starting with taking responsibility with our own behavior. And we have to recognize that it's a problem that everybody has to solve. So we have to all come together and find the solution that works best. Look, there are no easy answers, but the answer is in each one of us.
Not bad for his first day, huh?
Okay, folks, let's get set up. We've got a show to shoot.
Yeah, let's get those lights reset.
Let's do it, man.
Who has the script? What's my motivation in all this?
You think she really likes this boy?
Oh, I don't know. But I do know that we need to be ready for that day. Dating today is not at all like it was when we were
I'm
kids.
sure it isn't. There's a lot more for parents to be concerned about these days. And I know I'm dreading that conversation with her.
I know, it's not just going to be the birds and the bees. There are subjects today that even adults are not comfortable with.
Like what?
Well, HIV, AIDS, syphilis.
I don't even want to talk about that.
See?
Well, what can we tell her?
You know, I'm not really worried about Kristen. We will share our values with her. We will tell her what we think is right, wrong, what the consequences are. And we know the facts, too, and that's huge. I think that'll make a huge difference. I guess I'm more worried about people who aren't aware of the risks. And should we be doing something to help others?
But is that really our concern?
What if it took just one more person, one more voice to make a difference? Don't we want the world to be better for Kristen and Emma and their kids than it is right now?
Yeah, that's true. Well, time's a wasting. Let's be part of the answer. We are the answer.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Stevens. HIV, AIDS, syphilis, and other communicable diseases are problems throughout the world, including right here in Mecklenburg County. As we saw in this episode, you don't have to be sick with a disease to be affected by it. There are no easy answers when it comes to a health crisis of this magnitude. That's why the Board of County Commissioners needs your help to reach the goals of no new HIV/AIDS cases by the year 2015 and eliminating syphilis in Mecklenburg County. These are ambitious goals with lots of challenges. The first step begins with you deciding that you want to make a difference. The most effective weapon against these diseases is information. The more you know about HIV/AIDS and syphilis and the behaviors that prevent this disease from spreading, the better prepared you are to protect yourself and, in the process, everybody around you. To learn more about communicable diseases such as HIV/AIDS and syphilis, or for information on where you can go for a free, confidential test, go to mechhealth.org or contact the Mecklenburg County Health Department at 704-432-TEST. That's 704-432-TEST. Don't wait. Act now. Remember, you are the answer.
We're the Mecklenburgers, a family from Mecklenburg County. Spell MECKLENBURG.
Promotional consideration provided by Showmars, home of the Mecklenburgers.